It was finally time for Jinwoo's reassessment, and let's just say, everyone and their grandma had their eyes on the result. The big shots from both the Hunters Guild and the White Tiger Guild showed up at the association, desperate to recruit him. But here's where things got hilarious. The reporters lurking outside completely misunderstood the situation. They thought these powerful guild leaders were there for some big-shot celebrity, an actor named Minseong who was also getting his rank assessed that day. The White Tiger Guild leader couldn't care less. The Hunters Association leader patiently explained that Minseong had already been scooped up by the Reaper Guild. The reporters, heartbroken, but back to the important part, Jinwoo. These two guild leaders, both still salty over past failures, Red Gate incident, false assessment gate, yeah, they weren't exactly shining moments, started throwing subtle jabs at each other. The truth? Both guilds had been this close to disaster, and Jinwoo had single-handedly saved their members. No wonder they were practically drooling over the thought of recruiting him. Meanwhile, Jinwoo arrived at the association and was greeted by absolute chaos. Turns out, Minseong had set up an entire press conference blocking the entrance just to make a grand reveal about his rank. But plot twist, it was all a PR stunt. The guy had already been assessed as A rank but was redoing the process just to stay relevant and distract people from his long list of scandals. When Jinwoo tried to enter, a guard stopped him. "Excuse me, sir, you're interrupting the great Minseong's moment." Jinwoo, of course, didn't care. He just said he had business inside. The guard, still clueless, kept blocking him until the chairman of the Hunters Association himself stepped in. He scolded the guard, told Minseong that no one had authorized his little spectacle, and personally escorted Jinwoo inside. Minseong, humiliated, tried to follow, but Woo Jinchul was having none of it. No one enters until a certain hunter's reassessment is over. Minseong, clearly not used to being ignored, puffed up his chest. "Do you know who I am?" Jinchul, unimpressed silence. "Watch your tone." Inside, the leaders of both major guilds bowed to the chairman, showing their respect. The chairman got straight to the point. "These two are here to recruit you, Jinwoo. Another S-rank hunter has finally emerged after 2 years." Jinwoo was then taken to a room for the actual assessment. They asked him to demonstrate his abilities, so he casually summoned a single shadow. The officers, thinking he was a summoner, were impressed. But then the chairman, who already knew Jinwoo's real power, nudged him. "Go on, show them what you really got." Jinwoo sighed. "Fine." And with that, he summoned an army of shadows, everyone in the room absolutely speechless. Jinwoo even joked that he could summon 100 more, but the room was simply too small. Meanwhile, outside, both guild leaders felt a sudden surge in magical energy. They were completely floored. What the hell? After his mind-blowing performance, Jinwoo's reassessment was a rank hunter. The chairman congratulated him, handed him his new ID, and wished him the best. As Jinwoo left the building, the two guild leaders practically ran after him, eager to recruit him. But Jinwoo, not interested. He left before they could even finish their sentences. Then, boom, flash, reporters swarmed him. Korea's new S-rank hunter was now the biggest headline. Minseong, completely overshadowed, poetic justice. Meanwhile, Jinho was having an awkward conversation with his father. "Yeah, so I failed to recruit Jinwoo." Jinho's dad, not thrilled, but Jinho, inspired by Jinwoo, decided to take matters into his own hands. He wanted to support Jinwoo's independent guild, even if his dad strongly disapproved. Later, Jinwoo went to a hunter shop to prep for the Demon Castle. He needed gear to handle extreme heat, and the staff showed him a special coat. He liked it, until he saw the price. "Jinwoo, I beg your pardon?" Hoping for a discount, he asked if there was any way to lower the price. The staff joked, "Sure, if you can break the enchanted glass protecting it, it's yours." Jinwoo, fully prepared to smash it, say less. The staff immediately panicked. Wait, that was a joke. If you use magic here, the security system will go off." Jinwoo, slightly embarrassed. "Yo, my bad." The guy laughed it off, but then he noticed a crack in the supposedly unbreakable glass, and Jinwoo hadn't even touched it yet. At the same time, Jinwoo was checking out daggers, but when he asked for the price, he nearly fainted again. These weapons were way weaker than the ones in his inventory, yet they cost millions. Then it hit him. He pulled out one of his own daggers and asked the staff how much it was worth. The response, 100 million. Jinwoo, processing. Turns out the items he casually picked up in dungeons were worth a fortune in the real world. He had just found a massive loophole. Meanwhile, the White Tiger Guild's leader was deep in thought. Jinwoo was still getting stronger long after a normal hunter's growth should have stopped. After some serious brain work, he realized something shocking. Jinwoo might never have reawakened. Instead, he was continuously evolving, something unheard of in the world of hunters. That night, Jinwoo returned home, only to find reporters camping outside. Jinna, frustrated, worried that getting to school would become a nightmare. Thankfully, the reporters eventually left. When Jinwoo arrived, Jinna immediately questioned where he was going next. He casually lied, saying he and Jinho had work. Jinho, caught off guard, just went with it. Later that night, Jinwoo worried about Jinna's safety. To protect her, he summoned Tusk, one of his shadow generals, and ordered him to stay by her side. He even sent some shadows to patrol the city, ensuring no one could disturb her. The next morning, Jinwoo and Jinho set off. Jinwoo asked Jinho why he had left home, and Jinho's answer was simple. I need to take responsibility for my own decisions. Jinwoo, Loki impressed. Then it was finally time to enter the demon castle. Jinwoo was geared up and ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. As he stepped inside, a system notification appeared. A special boss awaited him, and exclusive job rewards were on the line. Jinwoo, absolutely pumped. Meanwhile, in the real world, Jinho's father had collapsed, diagnosed with eternal sleep disease caused by long-term exposure to Jinho's magic. Things were getting serious. Oh, and in an unknown location, a group of hunters stumbled upon an ant, and if you've seen Hunter x Hunter, you know this means trouble. Back inside the demon castle, Jinwoo reached the 80th floor but hit a roadblock. His shadow army was being wiped out, but by what? Then he got a signal. His attackers were intelligent. That's when he realized they were demon knights. Jinwoo quickly strategized, wiped out the knights, and finally reached the boss. He was just about to strike when, boom, cliffhanger.